into school to do a bit more admin work that I need to do at school. I also grabbed a couple of Dyson air purifiers for our staff room. When they did the air circulation tests, they basically said that our staff room, or most staff rooms actually, are not satisfactory, but I think that's in line with them being a full classroom amount of people, because it said that our staff room would allow, I think it was 16 people under the 4 square metre per person rule, and I've got 7, 8 people who are usually in the staff room. I think if you take out the all the furniture in the room and the large filing compactor, we're probably down a bit of space. Each air purifier is supposed to work for about, I think they said 24 square metres in the store, and so I said, well, I'll grab 2, that'll 48, a little bit less, but it's not like our staff room has a lot of people. We can actually open some windows and ventilate, but it'll be a little bit more peace of mind, and I think some of the staff have felt that because I asked them. Just have something else in there that's helping with the reduction of whatever's in the air. We noticed that our doctor, when you walk into her office, she has 2 Dyson fans going in her small office all the time. Not fans, Dyson air purifiers. So I've really got to clean my desk. It looks atrocious. When I went to check in at the store, because of the eased restrictions, as well as checking in, they had security at the door asking to see your vaccination certificate for proof of vaccinations. I couldn't find where I had mine on my phone. I later found it. You're able to connect it with the Service New South Wales check-in app. Once you've checked in, you press another button and it shows your vaccination certificate with the vaccination date. I think that's a really good idea. With the opening up of the state, or the opening up of Greater Sydney, which is the biggest part, there's that thing that all these people who aren't vaccinated will go, yeah, it's all open, and out we go. I think the state's at something like 91% first dose for ages 16 and up. This was nice to come home to. When I got here, the dogs greeted me at the door. I came out the back, had a bit of a snuggle and a play with Sam, threw the ball for Batman back and forth. Sam went inside because it's a bit cold, and Batman's getting worn out. He's laid down on the hill a couple of times so far, and once up the top, and I think we'll be heading down fairly soon. Got a bit of my desk tidied up in the staff room, and there was a lot to do on the timetable still, in terms of organising just for next week, because there has been a lot of work going into organising, trying to get the kids back COVID safe, and the head teacher admin has been working tirelessly trying to work out a way of getting them done. All I've had to do is rearrange timetables and set up roll call rooms and roll lists and that sort of stuff. See, I think we'll be going in. But it was a flat out day at work, and tomorrow is free your mind Friday before we head back on Monday with all of the kids
And I sincerely hope that the government and the department don't relax the rules all of a sudden. There's a real fear that there's going to be a spike in cases after next week. Time to go in back? Go inside? Told you. So there's all the agapanthus that I pulled up out the front. So we're going to try and... The idea is to put it along the fence line, a little bit in from the fence so it has room to grow, and so that you can still get along the fence if you need to. I've got to have a gap where we've got a sewer inspection point just down here, and I'm thinking of leaving that gap where the gate is, or is intended to be, so that I can eventually do that. And I want to replace this wire, try and get that big stump out too. Just needing to take a break. You might see this fir frond, tree fern frond. This was one of the tree ferns that was on the fence line. Oh, it's got about a 12-foot span on the fronds. This thing's a little under 5 foot tall. It's heavy as. I dragged it up from the back of the yard on a trolley. I had to take it off the trolley and carry it through here because the trolley won't get past the end at the moment. So I just got to open up these gates and make sure I've got a clear run through the front yard. Twenty to 6, I think I'm going to call it a day. I bought 4 fern trees up. 2 little ones were the last ones that come up. They're just being watered in at the moment. And you can see the agave. There's an agave there that I think we're just going to plant up behind, like that back. That tree is where that agave was, so the agave is just going to go up behind it, and then you can see all the ones just lying up the side. They're going to go in a line type thing, and my wife said she wants to put some of the, we've got aloe as well, some of the aloe in between those, and the monsteras. She said we might plant in between these 2 little tree ferns down the front, because they'll be shaded there, so they won't be so exposed. I've still got to make those other planter boxes, but I don't have the timber, and I didn't get a chance to check my stash that's still at work because I was doing other stuff for work. But that's looking really good. All I am is the labourer. My wife sort of has the idea of what she wants to do, and I think it looks really nice. And the fact that we had these big fern trees in the backyard is so mature, such mature ones. The ones that are left out the back sort of vary in height between 3.5 feet and a bit over 6 feet. There's about 4 left out there.
I've got wild rose bushes growing in the backyard. One came out the pond. It had one little bud and it bloomed the day before yesterday. And it was
This is what this is starting to look like, with the agave travelling up the hill in front of the agapanthus. When you come around the rock pond and everything, and you can see the agave going up the hill. I'm still thinking that the plantings of these are going to have to change a little bit. We'd like to bring some stairs down here at some point. There's going to be aloe planted in amongst these as well. Yeah, still trying, not quite sure on the spacing of these top ones. They look weird from here. When you get up the top, it doesn't look too bad, but I don't know. It's getting late, so I'm not going to do any more of it now. But just that little travel down to the ferns and the garden beds. 2 more to go. I love the sound of this engine. That was a short one for him. Ready? Give him a few warm-up ones. He likes that run.